Respected Professor Shrikant Datar, distinguished and honorable guests, our graduating students, their families, Director Professor Shaibal Chattopadhyay, deans, program chairs, our loved and respected faculty colleagues, dear staff members, and the IIM Calcutta community. Namaskar. Over the years, as I have traversed this life, I have continued to try and remain a student. Professor Shrikant Datar was my teacher at Harvard Business School. He is an exemplary teacher who personifies the Guru Shishya Parampara of our nation's heritage. I am deeply grateful to him for having accepted our invitation to be the chief guest today. Immensely grateful to you, sir. Sitting amongst us and gracing this occasion are our most revered faculty colleagues, teachers, one and all, men and women who consciously chose the most noble of all professions, teaching. It is their sacrifice and excellence that has been the fountainhead of eminence of IIM Calcutta. It is the hallmark of a true teacher that they never seek acknowledgement, but we, who received from them the most valuable gift possible in life, knowledge, we must wholeheartedly convey to them our deepest appreciation for this gift and their selfless work. Do please stand up and join me in acknowledging this singular contribution in the life of each and every student and all in the IIM Calcutta community. Thank you, dear teachers. My dear graduating class, today you graduate from IIM Calcutta and enter the world of professionals. In your time as students at IIM Calcutta, this probably will remain the single most important day on campus. All the hard work and toil is being recognized and culminating in you becoming the newest member of the family of IIM Calcutta alumni. An incredible distinction and a coveted privilege. Please accept my heartfelt congratulations and admiration for all of you. IIM Calcutta is beloved to all of us. Now it is dear to my heart also. In late October 2017, the Government of India offered me the chance to be associated with the IIM Calcutta family. I deliberated on this and decided to accept this unique opportunity. It carries with it incredible responsibility as also invaluable honor. I must thank my colleagues on the board, the faculty of IIM Calcutta, and all the stakeholders of our large family for having accepted me as one of your own. Thank you for this warm embrace. I would like today to share with you three key developments that will have a major impact on IIM Calcutta and the initiatives that we plan to take. The first one is an act of Parliament. The first change is the enactment of a statute by Parliament setting up IIM Calcutta and 20 other IIMs as institutes of national importance. This act, known as the IIM Act 2017, came into force on January 31st, 2018. Let me share what this means for all of us. It means that IIM Calcutta is now a body corporate. We are now governed by the IIM Act 2017. The Board of Governors will now be responsible for the general superintendence, direction and control of the affairs of the Institute and shall have the power to frame or amend or modify or rescind regulations governing the affairs of the Institute to achieve the vision and the mission of the Institute. Full autonomy and freedom of the government of financial control. The second change arises from the incorporation in the Act of a provision that the IIMs created by the statute will enjoy full autonomy, including financial autonomy, provided no demand for short-term or long-term funds is made from the government. This therefore means IIM Calcutta has to now raise its own monies for all its developmental needs. The range of subjects to which the government expects IIMs to address themselves is wider than what IIMs are currently addressing. It includes management, areas of concern not only to corporates, but also to areas of social and public concern. These are now prescribed by law and are likely to influence strategy, formulation, and financial autonomy. Competition takes a new form under this provision. Institutions working hard and taking risks will be at an advantage, as they will be able to benefit from the academic freedom and financial autonomy fully. This therefore calls for a redefinition of strategy and need for taking initiatives in decision-making and keeping abreast of the times. We will be taking a fresh look at each of our products and make suitable changes in them as needed. We will also design fresh products. The objective is for IIMC to retain and extend its leadership in the field of management, education, and conceptualization of management thought and practice in India and the world. We need to rethink on how to effectively communicate with and invigorate our alumni network about the changes, new initiatives being planned at IIM Calcutta, and how to get their active participation in these, and how to increase our endowment fund. In days to come, my colleagues on the board and the faculty and I will deliberate on these issues and reach out to all of you. The third change relates to a new scheme launched by the Ministry of Human Resources, Department of Higher Education. As is known publicly, Government of India has a plan to recognize and provide funds up to rupees 1,000 crores each to 10 chosen government institutes of higher learning recognized as institutes of eminence. In practice, we are already enjoying the status of an eminent management institute in India. IIM Calcutta already scores at the top in public-private rankings and holds the pride of place as the leading institute for banking, finance, education in the country. We have enjoyed this status for over 55 years since it was set up by the Government of India in 1961. While we make efforts to extend our eminence, we must also never forget IIM Calcutta is an institute of management. This is different from just another business school. Our mandate requires us to prepare managers not just for industrial, financial, and commercial enterprises, but also managers who will become pivots and enablers of social change and national development. Eminence is a recognition, and our priorities, our conduct, and our processes make up the operating system, the engine of our institute. Results are the outputs, which are what will be judged for eminence. We need to design and set up an engine that has the capacity to rethink and renew itself based on what matters and what will matter. We may need to take a forward view of what will matter in the years to come and what of today will be irrelevant then. The eminence of the Institute will be an outcome of the eminence of each member of the IIM Calcutta community, which includes faculty, students, the staff, and employees. And our eminence will only be extended by continuously upgrading ourselves and being relevant and useful to the needs of the change. At its core, the factor from which eminence germinates is a sense of belonging to IIM Calcutta. We must do everything to protect this sense and nurture it among all family members of IIM Calcutta. For this, we will need to protect the trust we have amongst us and within all our stakeholders. True eminence will be ours the day our best students will start wanting to come back to IIM Calcutta to take up the mantle to teach the next generations. As Chairman of the Board of Governors and on behalf of my colleagues on the board, it is my commitment to you all that I will strive to the best of my abilities to serve the best interest of IIM Calcutta. But, dear graduating class, please indulge me and allow me to share with you all some of the thoughts that often arise in my heart, things that I believe added value to my life, and hopefully they may to yours. After all, rarely does one like me get an opportunity to speak to the best of the best, the elite of our nation. An old Lata Mangeshkar song, "Ae Mere Watan Ke Logo," comes to my mind. Even when I was younger, I used to love this song. Nowadays, this song moves me to tears. And 4 words stand out: Watan, our country, our land; Log, our people; Shaheed, martyrs; and Kurbani, sacrifice. Today I am older, more foolish, and hopefully a little less complicated. These 4 words bring to my mind's eye the daily toil and the sacrifices of millions of our people. You and I are privileged, and hence we must never forget this toil and sacrifice of the nation's people. An expectant and a grateful nation always looks to its best in times of need. As you are the best sons and daughters of this nation, it is therefore your first duty to understand what it means to be a nation. Soon the inevitable sweep of life will disperse you to many shores across the world, and hence it is worth contemplating on what factors bind us into being one nation. I could not find any satisfactory answer to this question, and so in my life I decided to seek the answer by walking on foot across this nation from Kanyakumari to Srinagar. I walked for 476 days and covered close to 7,500 kilometers with a small but incredibly diverse group of men and women led by a teacher. We walked an average of 16 kilometers a day. Nothing stopped us, not even 47-degree summer heat, pouring rain, chilling winters. Every night was in a different location. The places where we stayed were Spartan. In such settings, every prejudice each of us carried got amplified. Disagreements would turn ugly within moments. Our individual comfort zones had been demolished. We had to learn to completely disregard our prejudices if we had to just survive the day. The importance of simple things took center stage: a mirror, a plastic bag, clean water to drink, a clean place to lie down, a proper toilet, etc. Suddenly, what it meant to be included had become a very personal and very important aspiration. Because our comfort zones lay shattered, this aspiration could only be achieved by selfless conduct day after day. Life slowed down to a crawl, or shall I say a walk. Every moment became important. The future did not exist, and the past was quickly forgotten. The vision of my heart's eye expanded. The only way to be happy suddenly hinged on my experiencing that all of us are human beings first. Unbelievable as it may sound to you, this simple realization is the most difficult to grasp. Years of habits and layers of prejudices prevent us. I personally experienced the incredible diversity and paradoxes that make up India, and in all these, I was still searching for that one thing that embodies Indianness, that one thing that binds us together as one nation. Today, it is my conviction that the single most significant link that binds the people of this land is our common spiritual heritage. This common spiritual heritage is enshrined in the DNA of the people of this land. Our strength and our beauty lie in our unity, in our diversity. In this, I have no doubt. Mother India's Aanchal is Vishal. She is the mother of humanity, and history bears this out. Over millennia, anyone who has come to her lap has been fully accommodated and assimilated, no matter how they came, as travelers, explorers, refugees, aggressors. So what can one give a mother who is so vast in her generosity? It is worth answering this question and making the answer an integral part of our life's goals. In my experience, the most precious gift that we can give this mother is the gift of loving, respecting, and being sensitive to each other, mindfulness, an overarching sense of social responsibility. But we must be cautious. Kindness should not be mistaken for weakness. Don't ignore what is important. Cultivate the habit to listen to your inner voice, the inner policeman, the divinity inside each one of us. Real virtues like honor, integrity, ethics, compassion, and an ability to laugh at life, this is the wealth we must seek. This wealth endures. These are the treasures that no one can steal. They pass on from our hearts to the hearts of those that life makes us meet. Each of you will take larger and larger responsibilities in your own lives and in your own careers, and your decisions will impact the lives of many, many people. You will be heads of families, your own, as also teams and corporations that you lead. And you will have to face the problems that are attendant of any family, large or small. It is my experience that compassion, justness, fairness, and the ability to accept should be the essential tools for you to face your life situations. Problems are solved by wiping tears and joining hearts. Of this, I am convinced. Hence, my dearest graduating class, if you inculcate the habit of using these tools, it is my firm belief that eminence will seek you. In 1948, before he was assassinated, one of the last things my great-grandfather Gandhiji left for us was a talisman. He said, "I will give you a talisman. Whenever you are in doubt or when the self becomes too much with you, apply the following test. Recall the face of the poorest and the weakest man or woman whom you may have seen, and ask yourself if the step you contemplate is going to be of any use to him or her. Will he or she gain anything by your decision? Will it restore him or her to a control over his or her own life and destiny? Then you will find your doubts and yourself melt away." I have used this talisman very, very often. Yes, in corporate situations also. And truth be told, I lost nothing, not even money, certainly not my soul. Allow me to gift this talisman to each of you today as you stand on the threshold of your life. May the divine enshrine in each one of you fearlessness and courage of convictions. And finally, the more I think of it, the more I am convinced Bharat, our country, is not a nation. Bharat is the world inside a nation. Never ever forget this. Keep in touch and help us continuously improve the Institute. Thank you. My best wishes always to you all, and Jai Hind. Thank you.